And welcome to another video. Today's show, we're back playing Worldbox, but this time we're on the North American continent only. Now, what I'm seeing is there's tons of mountains over here. I'm sure they will not be really doing much over here, but I'm sure over here they will probably be colonizing. So, how are we gonna do this? I don't know. I just kind of logged in and said let's do it. So, I think I'm just gonna spawn humans across the map randomly. And we'll see kingdoms form here. So there's a lot of mountains in Central America. I didn't even know this, honestly. But I guess we'll spawn down here in, like, Mexico, kind of. What country would... Okay, I'm just going to call this, like... Here, we'll do, like... Here, I have an idea. We got Mexico, Central America. We'll do, like, we'll just do South America right here. I know I'm kind of mixing between, like, countries and... Okay, they're not even going to want to set up here is the problem. Come on, I need y'all to set up. It's got a good bit of people. Then we'll have like a... Isn't French Canada right here? We'll have like a French Canada. And then we'll have like English Canada right here. I may be off with the border placement there, but we're just going to run with this. Go. Yeah, so they're all going to start developing. There's a bunch of societies we got now, so... And they each have about the same people. South America, I'm hoping you can... Yeah, there's like one way to get out of here. We're going to make this a little easier for them, I'm not going to lie. It may be easier for invaders one day, but we're going to do that. That's a little easier to get out of now. Here, just like... Yeah. We're destroying whole mountain ranges for them. There you go. Have fun. So... Who do I think's already going to... I think who has... Okay, French Canada is already populating more, but... I think who has the best environment? Honestly, the U.S. might win this one just because of their placement right now. Only because like they're in the central of the map of this continent, right? And I guess there's a little bit of South America. I didn't even realize this. This is supposed to be a North American map, but so I guess they're kind of in the central part. So they don't really have a neighbor. I guess they have Mexico, but they could just go up east or west. So they're good in that stance. Mexico has a good placement also. They can go colonize some of these islands. And they're able to head over to Florida right here, or like some of the southern states. Okay, we're gonna speed up. We're not going Sonic speed yet, but we're gonna go to 5 times just to see what happens for a moment, and then we're going to Sonic speed probably. U.S. doing good in population already. Yeah, the U.S. is already going, bro. I know they'll be behind, but I'm considering starting one more civilization over here. Just calling it like here, we'll spawn a bit more people. Okay, y'all are just gonna set up kingdoms, okay? Find a good place to do it. Alright, they're just gonna we might have multiple kingdoms popping up. You guys will be East Coast. There you go. East Coast of the US. So they're gonna be way behind, I'm not gonna lie, but there you go. Yep, US are looking solid society-wise. Mexico looking pretty good. They're building a dock right there. Central America, y'all are going through these mountains. Yeah, Central America, I feel like people are going to try and navally invade here. East Coast looking pretty solid. They're doing good for just being started. Border-wise, and they have almost the same population. French Canada, one of the smaller ones, but they're not doing bad. I feel like they should be expanding, though, to compete with your other neighbor, English Canada. Spawn, why not? Sonic speed is what we're looking for, though. Wait, I didn't even realize. Check the laws. Sure, I guess. No, well, actually, yeah, we'll allow rebellions. We're going to leave both these on. No other disasters, though. Only natural disasters. I don't want, like, mages or whatever they're called spawning. I don't really care for that right now. Central America declared war on Mexico, so Mexican-Central American war right now. So I think they're already fighting, are they? Yup. Look at that. Oh, and they're firing cannons from the boats right here, wrecking... Oh, wait, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so Mexico is trying to fire at the Central American coast, but it looks like Central America's occupied Mexico. Look at that. Central America is now occupied Mexico, and U.S. has a new province over here. Let's check the alliance map, what that looks like. Okay, so the first ever alliance is between the East Coast and the U.S. So that feels kind of weird saying because the East Coast is in the U.S., but doing pretty solid. Your colony, I'm not gonna lie, your province is not doing great right now. Central America's been doing good. Okay, French Canada still have not expanded that much, but they're doing good still. A new alliance. Oh, French Canada and English Canada about to make an alliance, it looks like. Is it a new alliance? Oh, I think they just joined alliance. Yeah, did they join a separate ones? Oh my god, this is unstoppable. This alliance in North America, and South America. What? Okay, so it's everyone against Central America if they're about to go to whenever they go to war. Because we have South America, the East Coast, French Canada, English Canada, and the U.S. about to declare war, it looks like, on the Central American kingdom. So they're cooked. Central America's done. Yeah, look at this. Look at who all they're facing. They're facing. Is this about to be the Napoleonic Wars in this universe, where Central America just has a goated leader? Or it's not gonna look like that. So we have two fronts here. They're already sailing down to fight the South Americans, and they're also having to fight the U.S. up here, and they're burning down the farm. It looks like not good. The king of South America was just killed, so it looks like Central America might take out South America's main place. They still have their colony, but yeah, 5 people in their colony. Whew. Okay, well, Central America won down here. They're not winning up here. Yeah, they're cooked up here, most likely. The U.S. is winning right there. South America is now up here. Their colony's not successful. They didn't expand fast enough. Your only other hope is to get to Florida or Cuba. U.S. keeps going. Central America's putting up a good fight, though. Look at this. Is Central America... Okay, I think when, the East Coast or other people arrive, they're not good. And we're also turning this back to Age of Hope here. So they're trying to fight off the Americans here, but they're storming. East Coast looking nice. How's your development doing? Okay, you're a bit better now, but... South America with 3 people, not even in South America. Central America is now in South America. How funny is that one? Holy. Look at that, bro. Oh, y'all are cooked. We're going Sonic speed, but it looks like U.S. is about to be the biggest one. Okay, Central America still exists. So we're going to have to rename this. Where even is this U.S. state-wise? I don't even know what would this be Maine? Am I dumb for that? We're going to call you Vermont, even if that's not in Vermont territory. We're going to call it Vermont here. And now Central America is now going to be South America. So the original South America is now Vermont. Central America is now South America. Now they're going to see the pain of what it feels like. Oh, the alliance was dissolved completely. So there's no alliances now. That's not good. If I'm correct, is there... Yeah, there's no alliances now. So the alliance was basically just there for a little bit, and then they used it to attack Central America. Oh, they made a new alliance, though. The Folks of Void. What is this alliance? Is that English Canada and the U.S.? Okay, English Canada and the U.S. together. That kind of makes sense. Oh, Kingdom of English Canada declared war on the East. Okay, we got a whole, system. Okay, we got 2 things to look. King of U.S. died. U.S. and English Canada aligned, and now they're fighting the East Coast. And French Canada, did they just join an alliance? It looks like they were, but okay. So now we've got a major war here. We're going to slow this down. So, yeah. Look at this. East Coast has a great population. There's a chance East Coast can pull this off, but I don't know. U.S. has got a good population. It's not looking like they're going to win this one. Vermont, if no one straight up takes the territory, the kingdom just collapses. This is your chance, Vermont. The U.S. invading the East Coast here, so it looks like there's fighting on a huge, front here. They're burning the farm. Arrows are flying down here. We got warriors. East Coast is holding up, but unless, French Canada joins, I think they're cooked, most likely. French Canada join this would be perfect for them. They could launch an offensive from their side and distract English Canada, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. They're getting pushed in here. And Vermont, this is your chance, bro. Take East Coast. The East Coast is a weird-looking borders for Florida. They just went, like, straight down. They didn't even colonize. Okay. In the war. French... Okay, do they have an alliance at all? They don't, but French Canada decided to help out the East Coast. Now, French Canada is launching an attack on English Canada. So, East Coast is going to hold out, but the U.S. arrived. Yeah, they're not going to last on there. But the French Canadians are actually killing a lot of the English Canadian population off right now. This may save the East Coast right now. If French Canada... Is the U.S. at war with them, technically? Yeah, since French Canada... Okay, East Coast is about to be gone. Okay, that's not good for French Canada. French Canada is not going to win this one because now the U.S. is bordered and they're about to start attacking. Unless French Canada can wrap up this war in English Canada. And Vermont's just standing there innocently, bro. French Canada did take that now. French Canada's taking English Canada. South America just chilling now. No one's even colonizing Cuba. I'm assuming the island's too small for the AI to even set up a province. What happened with my voice there? I don't know. But I think French Canada tried to land here, but it's not working. Yeah, French Canada is not looking good. English Canada is still alive too, technically, and just not as much. Vermont, you're gonna save everyone right now. Got the Great Lakes right here. It actually doesn't look horrible on this when you look. Holy. Okay, French Canada's running out of population, but they just occupied that part. It's not looking like they're gonna keep it, but yeah, they did not keep it. But that was kind of insane. For a short moment there, French Canada was winning, and now I think it's the fall of French Canada. Oh, they're taking it back though. Oh. And now what is it? A new kingdom? Did it rebel? What is this? Oh, English Canada's back here. Okay. And they occupied it again, and they're fighting for their life right now. They are outnumbered though. English Canada back in. Stop! Just decide who's winning. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, all this war resulted in multiple kingdoms popping up. Riso. Balin, and what kingdom is this part of? Is this a whole new kingdom? Again, I don't know what this is, but as for these kingdoms, French Canada is about to die. You will be the new French Canada, because French Canada is about to die, so you're gonna be the new one. There you go. Well, one of you's gonna be French Canada, so we'll call you French Canada. And then, I don't even know what to call you. We're just going to keep you as Riso, I guess. Riso's here. Now, to make this a little more fair, I'm not going to lie, bro. We're going to give everyone a little bit of population, you know? Let's just give them a little bit, you know? Make them catch up a little. Same with you, Vermont. Okay, I know it's not the exact same population, but we're going to allow it, just so they can catch up a little. Alliance, folks avoid still exists, I'm assuming with English Canada, right? Yup. Okay, well, we're going to speed this up again. Let's see what happens. It's looking like the U.S. is going to win here. But you never know. Oh, Kingdom of English Canada declared war on France. Okay, now French Canada has a coalition against them once again. So, French Canada fighting two people at once. We're just going to kind of look at the maps. There's no way they last this, unfortunately. Age of Hope. They are fighting, but... Okay, now we're turning off rebellions. Yeah, we're turning off rebellions. And we're going to make everyone... We're going to make the U.S... Okay, since the U.S. is the strongest kingdom, we're going to see if they can do this. They're going to go to war with every place. Now, they can probably do this, but will they do it? The U.S. is at war with every kingdom. Can they do it? We're just going to look at a huge map. They have multiple fronts and battles. Can they do it? Probably. Okay, English Canada being decimated up there. Okay, yeah, there's no way. Okay. South America and Riso are the last ones standing. The U.S. is going to win this still. Okay. U.S. probably had the advantage geographically. I'm not going to lie. Just being right there in the middle, they could just go anywhere. Yeah, Riso's holding out with their two people left. And South America, the last one standing. But, yeah, U.S. is taking it. Okay, we're gonna say that the U.S. won that, right? It's clear. But if I did turn on rebellions, you think they're instantly rebelling? No. Okay. If I were to just drop okay, U.S. won. But, like, what would it look like if every province was back? What would this look like? Holy. And now back to war. Look at that. Let's just see what happens to the U.S. U.S. won, but I just want to see. Interesting map. Okay, let's look at the development of all that. I know some buildings have been burned, but, you know, this place looks good right here. I won't lie. It look pretty solid, too. A little cozy kingdom. Ooh, French Canada not looking as good anymore. East Coast, still got all your development right there, but they've got some more over here. Central America, South America, yeah, South America. But yeah. So most of the map was not even all the map was colonized before someone won. But I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.